Hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. In this video we will show you how the Muslims try to play deception to cover mistakes in the Quran. And we will show you how to answer those supposedly who claim to be like, like Zakir Naik. He think he is a smart person. And, he is given an answer which is very, this is what it says, Let us show you how we can expose this Abdul, who one of two, either he is so stupid or he is so liar, and I guess he is both. Let us hear.
Regarding Surah Kahf, chapter number 18, verse number 86, that Zulkarnain sees the sun setting in murky water, turbid water. Imagine sun setting in murky water, unscientific. The Arabic word used here is, it is wajada, meaning it appeared to Zulkarnain. And Dr. William Campbell knows Arabic.
The word wajada, it's mean appear to Dhul Qarnayn. Since when the word wajada mean appear? The word wajada mean he found. He found, not appear. And you know what? This guy, this Abdul, he always read the Sahih translation, which is a translation of Muhsin Khan. Let us go to the translation he always read, Zakir Naik, and we will see if the translation he accept and he like most, what it does say. And that will expose his lie. This is chapter 18, verse number 86. We click at Muhsin Khan. Here we go. What it says, until he reached the sitting place of the sun. He reached what? He reached a place. What that place is the sitting place of the sun. And now the word wajada. Where is the word wajada? He found it. This is wajada. So you see the liar, he said it's appear. And you know what? I challenge the Muslim to show me one translation saying it's appear. The Quran says wajada. And wajada have nothing to do with the word appear. And remember, the one is talking there is Allah. The one is talking is Allah. It is not Alexander the Great. And Allah, he is reporting what he found. It's not Alexander the Great telling a story. Focus with me, please. If it is Alexander the Great saying, I went until I found the place sitting in a murky water, I will say, well, this is how it appeared for him. Maybe, yes, he found it there, but maybe he's stupid. But first of all, it doesn't say appear. It says he found it. But let us assume that the end of the meaning is like it appeared to him because he is an ignorant. But this is not Alexander the Great speaking. When Allah, he says he found it, he means he found it. Allah is reporting what Alexander he found. It is not Alexander saying, I found the sunset in a murky water. It is Allah reporting the story of Alexander the Great. So Alexander the Great, he is not even part of it, except he is, part of the tale. The reporter and the only one is talking in this whole chapter is Allah. Alexander the Great in here is mentioned because Allah is reporting about him. So the one who is telling the story is Allah himself. And when I say to you, just to make it easier to explain, when I say to you, there is a guy, his name is Abdul. He went all the way to New York until he found it covered by a flood. Okay? Now, am I reporting what he thought, or I'm reporting what happened? Because first, if I want to say he thought it is, I will say he thought. I will use that word. If we go and read all the translations of Muslims, choose any translation you want. This is Muhsin Khan, right? Let us go to different translation. Yusuf Ali. This is Yusuf Ali. Until when he reached the setting of the sun, he found it set in a spring of murky water. None of them is saying He thought, or it appeared to him. Let us continue. Different translation. Shakir. Until he reached the place where the sun set, he found it going down into black. Look at this guy, he said the word, he added the word sea. When in the whole Quran there is no sea. I mean this chapter. What sea? What sea? The verse in front of us, there is no sea, but anyway. And you know what, just to explain to you how Muslims they lie when they try to cover the Quran. Is the murky water is a sea? Is the sea a murky water, a muddy water? Murky water is a water mixed with mud. Sea is not. Very simple, very easy. If we go to different translation, I'm going to show you old translation. Actually, we showed you already, Muhsin Khan. Let us go to Biktal. Let's see what Biktal want to say. Till when he reached the sitting place of the sun, he found it sitting in a muddy spring. Look, you see the different the Muslim lies? One saying it is a sea, the other one saying it is a spring. Like how the sea became a spring. Like the sea became so small to the point became a spring. This is how they lie. This is why I say to you always, don't ever trust a Muslim translation of the Quran. And don't ever trust a Muslim answering about Islam. The Muslims are the last one who give you the correct answer about Islam because they are people of deception. This is why I called my book The Deception of Allah. I call it this not only because the Quran says that Allah is deceiver, but Muslims are part of the deception. Now, let us expose this liar about what he said. I want to play the rest of his video, so to give him his right to explain what he want to say, we don't cut it off, and we will see if his answer will fit with the Quran.
Wajada means, if you look up in the dictionary also, it means it appeared. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing what appeared to Zulkarnain. If I make a statement that the student in the class said 2 plus 2 is equal to 5, and you say, oh, Zakir said 2 plus 2 is equal to 5. I didn't say. I'm telling the student in my class that 2 plus 2 is equal to 5. I'm not wrong, the student is wrong. There are various ways to try.
Just wait. I wanna because I could not understand a word actually from what he said in here. I wanna play it again, and maybe that will help us to understand.
The statement that the student in the class said 2 plus 2 is equal to 5, and you say, oh, Zakir said 2 plus 2 is equal to 5.
I can't understand again. I don't know how the Muslim understand him.
Allah is describing what appeared to Zulkarnain. If I make a statement that the student in the class said 2 plus 2 is equal to 5, and you say, oh, Zakir said 2 plus 2 is equal to 5. I didn't say. I'm telling the student in my class that 2 plus 2 is equal to 5.
He is telling there's 2 students qualify? Okay, so you are reporting what he said. You see how stupid he is? But the verse doesn't say that Alexander the Great he said. Where in the this is what I said before. If the story is saying that Alexander the Great he said, then we will say okay he said. But the one who said there is Allah. Alexander the Great in there he did not say a word. You see how fool this man is? Because in here Allah is reporting the story and Alexander the Great he did not say a word. Let us continue again.
I'm not wrong, the student is wrong. There are various ways to try and analyze this verse. One is this way according to Muhammad Asad, that Wajada means it appeared to.
According to Muhammad Asad, Wajada it means appear to. I want to go to Muhammad Asad and see if what he is saying is true. We go to this website because this website has Muhammad Asad, and from now we knew that Zakir Naik he like Ahmad Asad. So now we go to chapter 18 and we go to the verse number 86. Let us go down. Now this is Asad translation, which is a joke. But anyway, as long Zakir Naik he accept this translation, Zakir Naik he have no excuse to say this translation is false. Correct? He mentioned it, he choose it, we go for it. Now the translation is a joke because simply this man he added many words to the verse is not exist. And you can ask any Muslim, ask anyone you want. If there is anywhere in the verse it says that he found the sun sitting in the sea, Is the word see appear there? Absolutely not. And you know what? There is a very easy way to find if the Muslim translation is correct or not. As an example, we can go right now to the Arabic text, and we can copy it, the whole verse, and paste it in Google Translation. And if Google Translation show us the word see, I will agree that the word see exists there. You know, Google Translation is a blind software, which means it's a software. You know, it's not a Christian software, it's not a Muslim software, it's a software. Whatever you post there, you will see. So if we find the word appear, it means they are right. If we find the word see, it means they are right. If they found the word he thought, it means we will see. Let us go to Google Translation. This is Google Translation in front of your eyes. I'm going to do it in front of you. So you guys, you see it by yourself. Here we go. I will paste the verse in Arabic, and we will get the verse in English in a second. Here we go. It's in front of us. Even if it reached the setting of the sun, he found it sitting in a muddy spring, and found people when they said, "Oh, what?" So what is the word see? What is the word appear? What is the word potato and tomato? A bunch of liars, because simply they are trying to find a way to get away from this problem. It's a stupid thing to say. Now, as long that been said, let us go to Assad translation. And I'm going to use Assad because Zakir Naik, this Abdul, he chose Assad, Muhammad Assad, which means he like it. If we go just a few verses before, two verses before, what those verses says? Read with me, guys. Verse number 18, chapter number 18, verse number 84, which means just two verses before. It says that Allah established this man, Alexander the Great, with the knowledge. Which means he cannot be wrong. When we see the word we in here big, you see the word we? This we in here present Allah.